Hello and welcome. My name is Gail Moffat and these videos are all about my connections with God. He certainly has a mission and is coming forward in a way like he hasn't done for some time. I know that he's told me that he is available to talk through other mediums, and I know that this is happening, but he spends a lot of time with myself in his communication. If you are interested in all these videos, don't forget to subscribe so that you can be knowledgeable about what God is saying and doing. So let's go to God and see what he has to say. Just shut my eyes a bit so that I can connect with him. God is saying to me that when he originally thought about choosing Gail to do this work, he didn't realise how important it was that he had chosen Gail, because he can see aspects of Gail's personality and aspects of her ability that far outweigh other people's ability to do the same job. He says that he is amazed at all the aspects of her character that is important for this work. He's also saying that when Gail starts to work in the churches, she will be asked to go into an entranced state. And that entranced state will reveal a lot from our world. And I will be coming forward and talking to people each time we are invited to work in a church. This way of working is a new way for me. For when I was coming forward to the prophets of old, I would speak to them on a personal basis, and they would then go on and do their work. But Gail allows me to take over her body and do the communication directly to people. And so this is communication that has never been done before. It has always been a second-hand communication. And this communication, I don't feel that I would be able to do with anyone else. When I think about the people that I know that I will be meeting in the future, I am excited to report that I have great blessings that I wish to bestow on many people. Some of the people I have already organised and decided about their healing that they will receive. Others, I feel that I will be giving them guidance that they would never get in another way. For it is important that people understand the importance of their path, the importance of why they're here. And sometimes people will come off that path and they will see that they have made errors along the way. And I will gently try and persuade them to come back on their path and show to them how important it is for their soul. And these are the words that I wish to speak to the people that I have chosen to meet. In time, I believe that as more and more people receive this type of communication, I believe that there will be a change of heart in your world. This change of heart is about accepting my world, accepting all that I do for all of mankind, accepting the angels that I enlist always to help, accepting the guidance that you get from your loved ones, accepting that I will always be available to help. But as time goes forward, I will be shifting my speech to a different way. It will be a way of saying to them, now you've understood your life path, but I wish to show to you how you can improve it even further. Many souls, when they come back to my world, they sometimes have regrets. Oh, I wish I had done it in this way or that way. And it is always sad for me to observe those souls that come back with a sadness of how they have done. And I feel by working in this way and helping these souls that are still on their life path, it can make a difference when you come back to my world. Each soul that comes back to my world, there is always a lot of talk and a lot of conversation about how well they did. Sometimes there is sadness about what has taken place and a lot of regret. And that is always sad for myself, because not every soul completes their path in a way that I would like. But sometimes people come back to my world and they have a difference in their heart. It's a difference which is positive, for they have grown tremendously. They have helped people, they have been loving, supportive. And I always greet them with so much love and so much positivity, for I invite them to come into my world and stay in my world, because I feel that those souls that are of a higher evolved nature are always welcome in my world. Sometimes when people have done wrong, it is not always a serious matter, and sometimes it is. But those serious matters, I deliberate a lot. Sometimes I think about how can I improve their life? How can I improve their soul? Sometimes I think about the lives that I possibly could give to that soul. And of course, that is generally the action that I take. And I recommend a life for them. But sometimes these souls, they refuse this and don't want to have a life. And I in that instance, will stand back and let them have their decision and their choices. Because ultimately, I like to give man their free will. I never wish to inflict anything on man. But when a soul has seriously harmed others in ways that are terrible, this is when I have to take away their free will. And I will either send them to hell, but this is always the last resort. It's something I never really wish to do. Or I will prepare a life that will hopefully change their heart, their minds, and their soul. But I feel in this new way of working, where I'm able to speak to the people on the earth before they've ended their lives, it will help them greatly. They can have a personal guidance from myself, and I can show them exactly what is needed. I feel that this will make a difference to many souls, and I look forward to this opportunity that I will have with Gail. My prayers, as always, are that man evolves, that man is able to see the light, that they are able to always follow the path. But my prayers are also that I am able to remain with Gail to the end of her life, that I am able to show mankind how to be and communicate to as many people as possible through Gail. I thank you for watching and listening to my words. Amen. So, back to Gail. you know, this is quite enthralling. I know that I do have a few bookings that I've had with some churches to do this with, so do look out for that. But I think that this way of communicating could potentially save a soul, couldn't it? Could actually help a soul do a little bit of a U-turn, or a bit of a take the left fork instead of the right fork. And wouldn't that be great, that that they would then get back to his world, his kingdom of light, and they'd probably say, oh, thank goodness for that I didn't do this way and I went that way after speaking to God. Wouldn't that be great? Because God is so loving that he wishes for all of mankind to succeed. So that's really important, that he's trying out this new way of working. I look forward to seeing you and meeting you and being able to do this with you. So thank you for watching, and see you soon. Goodbye.